Hash the perfect Star Trek. Voyager movie story already happened 25 years ago. If Paramount had greenlit a Star Trek Voyager movie, fans would have expected an epic reunion, sweeping visuals of the Delta Quadrant, and cathartic closure for characters who journeyed home after 7 years. But the truth is, Voyager already got its perfect movie 25 years ago, and it wasn't in theaters. It was Year of Hell, a two-part masterpiece from season 4 that remains one of the franchise's greatest what-if stories, and one that encapsulates everything a cinematic Voyager tale should have been. In many ways, Year of Hell was Voyager's Wrath of Khan, a harrowing character-driven war story with high stakes, deep emotional beats, and moral dilemmas that pushed Captain Janeway and her crew to their breaking points. It wasn't just an action-packed temporal crisis. It was a raw look at the cost of leadership, sacrifice, and the meaning of identity when time itself is crumbling around you. So why does Year of Hell stand above all else as the perfect Voyager movie? Let's break it down. 1. An epic premise with a personal core. In Year of Hell, Voyager is caught in the crossfire of a time-altering war waged by the Krenim, led by the haunted Annorax. He's a brilliant scientist who has built a temporal weapon capable of erasing entire civilizations from history. His motivation? Restore his lost wife and homeworld. The deeper tragedy? Every time he tries, the universe shifts and twists, and his losses never truly come back. It's an incredibly cinematic idea, one man trying to remake time itself. But what makes it resonate is how personally it affects Janeway and her crew. Across the 2 episodes, Voyager is slowly dismantled, alliances are broken, lives are lost, and Janeway's signature optimism is replaced by raw, unyielding determination. The imagery alone feels movie-worthy. A scarred Janeway navigating a barely functioning ship, engaging in suicide tactics against impossible odds, while Chakotay and Paris are lost behind enemy lines. It's the kind of large-scale destruction and human drama you'd expect from a $50 million Star Trek film, and yet it aired on network TV. 2. Captain Janeway's finest hour. Every Trek captain has their defining moment. For Kirk, it was sacrificing the Enterprise. For Picard, it was standing against the Borg. For Sisko, it was becoming the emissary of Voyager. And for Janeway, it was Year of Hell. Throughout the story, she makes brutal choices, evacuating sickbay, ordering crew to abandon ship, isolating herself as the weight of command becomes unbearable. She becomes more than just a Starfleet officer. She becomes a mythic captain, scarred and resolute, willing to sacrifice herself and her ship to prevent a madman from rewriting time. Her final act, ramming Voyager into Annorax's temporal ship, is pure cinematic catharsis. It's the culmination of a story about control, loss, and inevitability. And it's delivered with the gravitas of a woman who's had enough of compromise. 3. Annorax, a villain worthy of a movie. Kurtwood Smith's performance as Annorax elevates the entire story. He's not a cackling villain or a mustache-twirling tyrant. He's a man undone by grief and science, desperate to fix a mistake that's cost him everything. Like all great Star Trek antagonists, he's sympathetic, even when he's terrifying. His scenes of quiet sorrow, of studying equations and clinging to hope, make him more Shakespearean than sci-fi. The fact that his wife's memory fades with each recalculation is a heartbreaking metaphor for how obsession erodes identity. In the feature film, Annorax would have been right at home alongside Khan, General Chang, or Shenzhen, a flawed mirror for our heroes. 4. Self-contained yet emotionally expansive. One of the issues with many Star Trek movies is the need to tie back to continuity or offer fan service. Year of Hell avoids this. It's self-contained but emotionally massive. Even though everything is technically reset by the end, the journey matters. We see the crew's courage, we witness their pain, and we understand what they're willing to endure and lose to survive. The reset button, often a source of criticism, works here because the audience carries the weight of the experience even after it's undone. It mirrors real life. Memories fade, moments pass, but their impact endures. 5. The what-if movie that didn't need a theater. It's worth remembering that Star Trek, Voyager never got a theatrical film. Unlike The Next Generation, whose crew made the jump to cinemas, Voyager ended on